how intense is making maple syrup? And I said, well, which scar do you want to see?
A lot of people ask us, well, what, maple trees? Iowa? Are you sure? One of the reasons why is because there was a fort, and after the Civil War, they would cut down trees and float them down the Mississippi. They didn't cut the maples down because maples don't float. So all the maple trees are here.
And I started talking to my older relatives, and they're like, you know, your great-grandfather used to make maple syrup. That would have been roughly in the year 1880. Kind of brings us up to modern day, where starting in the maple syrup business was something that kind of was forced on us a little bit.
Yeah, well, our well went out. So it's $38,000 to fix it, and we were trying to figure out how we were going to fix it. So he has a forester out.
And I went out to this great big tree, beautiful maple. And I asked the logger, I said, you know, what's that tree going to bring me? Because she's just so pretty. He said, about 75 bucks. And I just said, 75 bucks? That won't even make a foot of a well to dig it.
And as he's walking away, he says, you have so many maple trees here, you may as well tap them. And my husband's like, well, there you go, that's what I'll do.
Then maple syrup became a viable option again. And maple syrup is a very good challenge.
When Dan first started, he took about 800 trees within the bush and started tapping those trees with buckets.
Started out, I would come out and help Dad carry buckets to the tank on the four-wheeler.
I got up to 1,000 buckets.
And then realized that was a lot of work.
He would fall and he'd spill the sap as he was walking back up the hills.
The girls were like, Dad, next year we're not coming back if you don't find a better way to do this.
So as he got more modernized too with his technology, with his methods out in the woods, starting putting lines up, then he was obviously able to move a lot quicker, produce more syrup. And so it jumped up, you know, from a couple hundred gallons. Last year we went over 2,000. We always find that we aim really high, and if we get anywhere close, we're happy with that.
So many people wonder, isn't all maple syrup organic? It's not. Not always just the trees, but the practices that it takes to get that maple syrup into a jar. We really like the term, you know, family, because to us, that's the highest quality. Organic is the closest thing you can get that people assign as that kind of quality. And then as far as sustainability in the woods, that's very, very important to us, because I'm tapping some of the same trees that my great-grandfather tapped in the late 1800s. Now, if he would have somehow damaged those trees, they wouldn't be here for me. So I want to pass that on as well.
When you talk about Iowa maple syrup, people don't even realize we make it out here. And so it's a lot of just educating them to how it's done and helping them to see actually the way we learned how to do it was from producers out east. We're just trying to emulate what they're doing with our own twist on it. And that's then, I guess, what makes Great River Maple unique, is because it is our syrup we're making here in our way.
Dan was super excited about a family business, so was I.
We all have strengths and we all have weaknesses, and we've done a pretty good job of finding each of our strengths and then focusing on that.
We don't have to be the best at everything. We just have to be the best at scrambling when there's a problem. And that's a good example of the breakdown of family. Everybody can do their own thing, but just that fast, everybody can work together.
You have days where we're all stressed out at each other because nothing's working, and the next day we're all sitting on the back porch drinking coffee laughing about how horrible it was. And that's kind of the fun thing about working with family, is as many bad days as you have way more good days.
I'd say this has been a really awesome thing for our family, and it's nice to see how much my dad loves it.
We do love working with family, and it helps us to all get closer. We come together for the different events, the season, the workload.
Working with family, it's the best of the best, and it doubles your joy. And in the tough days are going to be the ones you laugh about the most, and that cuts the toughness out of it.
I think we treat you like family. You know, we want you to feel like you have a part of making maple syrup.
as a customer, make yourself special. Come up, give me a hard time. A lot of you do, and you're very good at it. But make yourself known to me, and I'll remember you. I'm asking you to remember my syrup. So, customers, maple syrup. Putting those two together is a joy to us. It's what we like to do, so welcome. Welcome to Great River Maple.